I think you have to give Amazon and Jesse here, right? And Amazon, a big nod to what he did. They were late to AI, which was scary for a company like Amazon. And they have now made the moves, the $200 billion of CapEx that they knew they were going to get crushed for that. And they did get crushed for that. The moves that they made with Trainium now being one of the hottest AI chips in the world as a business. I mean, did you see the numbers behind Trainium, what they're doing? It's like 50 billion, I think. And I mean, it's astonishing what Amazon has done in the last 12 to 18 months to catch up in the AI race, not by having their own foundation model, but by putting themselves front and center, touching every single facet of everything that is AI, from the infrastructure layer to advertising to chipsets with Trainium to making massive investments in Anthropic. I mean, Amazon's investment in Anthropic could end up netting them $200 billion easy when they IPO. Okay, so everyone was so worried that Amazon upped their CapEx this year to $200 billion. They might make $200 billion just on their Anthropic investment. Okay, they now made a massive investment in OpenAI. And I know OpenAI is a controversial company, but listen, Sam just won the lawsuit today against Elon. That basically sets the runway for their IPO. Amazon just put $50 billion into OpenAI. And with that, also attaches OAI to the Amazon ecosystem now. So they have two of the big three, Google being the third, basically tied into Amazon infrastructure in perpetuity, probably forever. I mean, it was just a ballsy move.
Now, I saw Elon said the only reason he lost was because of a technicality of a calendar.
That's not true. I've been following the case, and essentially many of the things that Elon said he did, or the relationships or things that he did with OAI in the early days, the documents proved something different. Oh, so I'm not going to get too into it.
Yeah.
I've just been following it for fun. The case was not nearly as strong in Elon's favor as I anticipated it would be. And I expected him to lose the case once I actually saw the docs and what went down in the early days of OpenAI. It was very clear to me that he was going to lose the case. I didn't speak about it because I would have gotten trashed for it. I'm not anti-Elon at all. I want Elon to win. I mean, Elon is a guy that's going to change the world for the better by making big ballsy moves in robotics and everything else. So like, I'm not anti-Elon, just objectively, I thought a few weeks ago, there's no way he's winning this case. And sure enough, he lost. But anyway, it sets the stage for a massive IPO window for OpenAI that will also benefit Amazon. So I would add him to the list. I think you have to. And, you know, I said it before, like, I think Amazon's going to double from here. I mean, I'm not a price guy, but I just think the runway's massive. No one's even trading the AI efficiency wave for Amazon yet. It hasn't even started yet. And how about robotics, automation, 25 years of building global infrastructure? Do you see what Amazon just did with the last mile delivery, where basically any company now can use them as their delivery company, Amazon? Like, they're basically becoming a full-fledged UPS and FedEx. It's really astonishing. I've never been so excited about a big cap company.
How are you telling your kids to adapt here? Because you're coming at an age where they're looking at colleges and career.
Yeah.
How do they navigate all of this? Because anything they study today is going to be outdated in 4 years.
My kids graduate in 2 years. They'll get to make their own decisions. But I mean, my kids are really into sports. My daughter wants to play volleyball in college, which is a conventional, path. My son, I don't know. I fully support taking a year off now. I fully support not going to college. I think if you can get into a top 10, 15 school you'll get enough of a network benefit that I would go to college. I would go to an Ivy just for the relationships, for those authentic relationships with people. If you can't get into one of those schools, I think the idea of taking a year off and experiencing the world and culture and people and having that college experience, if you can afford it, would be a really cool substitute for the social experience you otherwise would have received at a 4-year university. Then you start your real life 3 years earlier than everyone else with virtually no debt, no college debt, and you have a lot of optionality. You can now go work an internship for someone, right? You can go learn at real companies. You can go to a trade school. You can do what we discuss, which is becoming hyper proficient in AI and maybe just going and starting a lifestyle business where you have a bunch of clients, or maybe you just work for one person, one company as an AI proficient person. I call them AI translators, right? I think every company in the world needs an AI translator, someone just to be that medium between the world of AI and all of their problems. So anytime you have a problem, that AI translator or team of AI translators can discern, can we fix that problem using AI at pennies on the dollar as opposed to how we were fixing that problem a few years ago? These aren't AI prompt engineers. These are people that can just properly assess the right tool sets and capabilities of artificial intelligence and degree to which it can be leveraged to solve problems inside of business and enterprise. I think that becomes one of the biggest careers going forward. I don't know what the world will call them, but that's what I call them. I would encourage my kids to slow down, not rush into anything, take a year off. Again, go travel, do that. Pennies on the dollar compared to what college costs, right?
Yeah.
You're going to doing the whole Europe thing, and I never did that. I think that would be fun. Meet people though, because like at the end of the day, the one resource that will become infinitely valuable going forward are human relationships. So go out and meet people all around the world your age, because you'll end up potentially working with those people or for those people, right? And that's the one thing that's so special still. How do you get a job? Through relationships, authentic relationships. So go out and build a lot of authentic relationships. Then get training in the real world, because no college is going to teach you what you need in the real world. I'm sorry. Like they cannot recreate those curriculums fast enough, because as soon as they like tweak the curriculum to be an AI friendly curriculum, AI has changed again. So just like the whole concept of going to a 4-year university, no matter how much they say they're keeping up with the times, is BS. I would take an alternate path unless you get into a top 10, 15 school. And again, it's all about the network and relationships. It's not for the schooling.
Right.
And of course, there are paths where you still need to go to college, medical, and various things, right? But that's the advice I have for my kids. And I would be really supportive of alternative, unconventional pathways for them. And I think as parents, we all have to be open to unconventional pathways. And I know that's hard, especially for boomers or even Gen X like me, because we're like, what, you're not going to college? You know? No. I think not going to college is going to be the new going to college, where it's like you were smart enough to know that you shouldn't go to college.
Completely agree with you on that one.
And you have the confidence in yourself that you were savvy enough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
right.
that you were self-educated enough to know that college is not the right move. It's weird to say that, but I think that's where we're headed.
Now, I gotta say, one thing that I've noticed by talking to a lot of entrepreneurs is that all of them want to use AI, but they don't know how it'll actually work inside their business. Like, it's one thing to use AI to write an email, but it's another to have it handle incoming calls, set appointments, answer questions, and talk to customers in real time.
And that's where today's sponsor, 11 Agents by 11 Labs, comes in. It's a platform that lets businesses build real-time AI voice agents for sales, support, operations, inbound calls, and more.
What's really impressive is just how fast it is to set up. You could launch voice agents in minutes, and they could speak in over 70 languages. Here's an example.
¿Podrías decirme qué tipo de ayuda necesitas?
It also works with tools businesses already use like Salesforce, HubSpot, Zendesk, Google Calendar, and Twilio. So instead of having to change up your entire workflow, it fits right into the systems that you already have.
And you could train these agents using your own knowledge base, SOPs, and policies. That way, the responses seem consistent within your business instead of just sounding generic.
Plus, with expressive mode, they give you way more control over the tone and delivery, so the conversations sound way more natural and human.
So try out 11 agents by going to 11labs.io/icedcoffeehour to get started today for free. Again, that link is down below in the description. Thank you so much. Now let's get back to the episode.